Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Lady of Huntington. We're going to be doing another cash envelope stuffing, and as you may know, I actually use my my Filofax, and I use it as my wallet as well as storing my cash envelopes. So these are my cash envelopes, and we will get started and get to stuffing these, and just to see how much money I've actually saved, used, or whatnot, and where we're actually up to with different things. So just moving a couple of things out of the way. So this Filofax has a zip. As you can see here, it's got another pocket at the back. It is a perfect size to use as your cash envelope system as well as your wallet. So I have in here, this is my cash breakdown. So every week I get out $1,012, and can you see that? Yeah, I think you can. And that's the breakdown of the money that I go and get out. Now I get that out down at the post office. So I have this all set out in front of us, as you can see. So let's get started and actually get these little babies done. So we'll just put our, what have I got? Yes, those couple of sinking funds out of the way here. Alrighty, so what have I done? I have not got my book. Hang on, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, sorry about that. You know when you sit down and you think you've got everything, but something's telling you you haven't? Go with your gut. That's what I normally do, but I just forgot to grab this sheet out of my planner, and it actually tells me what our breakdowns are. So I'm going to need this, aren't I? Anyhow, so let's get started here. Home maintenance is on the top, so we shall get started with that one. So referring over to my, what do you call it? Piece of paper over here. I'm not thinking very clearly today, guys, sorry. And a lot of you probably remember I do have MS, and that is what I am struggling with today, is actually keeping focused. Sorry, I had a couple of sinking funds in with this, which is what was putting me off. All right, so Simon, where's his? He gets $50, as do I. So we'll start here. All right, so Simon, and this is my husband's money to spend on whatever he chooses throughout the week. And that's his $50. I'll give that to him when he gets home. And this is my $50. Look, guys, I already have mine left in here. I don't use mine. We don't need to actually write down on our slips here for what we are using them for, because this is our money that we can choose to do whatever we like with. It's not something that we keep track of. So that's both of ours done there. So what else do we have? Eating out gets $75. Now, if you saw some of my previous videos from over the weekend, you would have seen my daughter did a bodybuilding, body sculpting competition. So we were away up in Launceston, which is about 2 hours away from our home. So we did take her out to eat whatever she wanted to eat after her competition, because she pretty much wasn't allowed to eat all the things that she likes to eat. And she wanted to go to this place which was called the Pizza Pub, and it does really nice pizzas. So we went there. So my $95 got deplenished. There's nothing left in here. So I think it was over $100 where we were. My husband put the rest to it out of his money that he has, his $50 each week. So we are eating out. We have $75, so 50. The money's going sly around everywhere today because my fingers aren't working. 70 and 5, so $75. I'll put those to the side. Where's my pen? The date today is the 11th. I'm behind doing this, but that's okay. 11th of the 10th, we're going to put plus $75 in, so that gives us a total of $75. Now these ones I like to keep track of, that way we know what has come in and what has gone out. So that can go into that little one. Tobacco, that gets $200. I don't know, let's use the $100 notes. I've had a few of you actually mention about how pretty our money is. Yeah, we're in Australia and it is very pretty money. I do agree. So there's a couple of these little envelopes that I haven't quite, there's no thing in there, but that's okay. My husband just gets it when he first comes home, so we know that $200 goes pretty much every week. Groceries, and for groceries we put it away $200 also. 1, 2. We've got some left over from last week and the week before. So there will have been, I used $177.77 in our groceries because I actually take out the dog food. So that brings us down to $222.23. So 51, 50, 200, 10, 20. And the coins going to the zip part in my Filofax there. So that is correct there, and we're putting $200 into that one as well. So we'll just write on here, what did I say the date was? The 11th. The 11th of the 10th, 19. So we're going to go plus 200. That gives us 422.23 in there. Or we're not counting the coins really because they go into the zipper part, but just so we know where we're up to anyhow, it's good to actually have it written down. Next, clothing, we get $50. I have not gone and purchased anything, so I'm trying to get these notes around. I like them to be up the correct way. So put another $50 in there, that gives us $150. The 11th of the 10th plus 50 gives us $150. It's nice to see it all building up. It doesn't take long, especially if you're not going to the shop and spending it. Of course, if you're going to go to the shop every day, well, yes, that's going to actually go very quickly. Here, we get $25. So, oops, come out of there. So there's $50 in there, 20, 40, 50. And put another $25 in, that gives us $75. So $75. That's going to come in handy very soon. Pet food, we get $150. This out. $150 to go in. So with our groceries the other day, I got some pet food in there, and that totaled $26.99. So that leaves us with $273.01. So we're going to add in $50. Oh, not 50, $150, sorry. And it's the 11th of the 10th, 19, so Make sure we've got the correct money in here first. 100, 200, 50, 60, 70. 270, that's correct, that was in there, and we're putting our 150 in. So I'll move that one to there, one to there, and there. I'll just grab my calculator here, because I don't trust the way my brain is working at the moment to add that up. Where's my calendar on this? Calculator, rather. So I don't use it very often. Calculator, where are you? There. Alright, so what did we have? Clear 150 plus 273.01, 273 equals 423. I can imagine a lot of you sat there and did the calculations. 23.01. While I was managing to actually find the app for my calendar on my iPad. Alrighty, so now we're down to our sinking funds. Now our sinking funds are, oh dear, I'll pick that up shortly. Sinking funds, we will go date night. That one waits to the end. All right, so date night we get $50, and there's 100 in there. It's 100 in there, so we'll put 50 to that, so that gives us $150. Now these ones I'm just writing on the back of because I didn't laminate them, so I could actually just write straight on the back. And we're going to see these ones only get used once a week when I actually fill them, such as today, because we're wanting our sinking funds to grow. So the 11th, the 9th. So we just write on the back of those ones, just like that. So that's our date night. Home maintenance gets $50 also. What have we got in there? Let's have a look. There's $100 in there. Put another 50 in, that's 150. Plus 50, $150, 11, 9. Down in there. Oh, this is the one that buckles up all the time on me. That's okay. We'll just leave that one there to the side. Christmas, we get $31. And if you've seen mine before, you know that how I work out our Christmas fund is that we have 8 people in our family, being myself, my husband, our 2 daughters, 2 granddaughters, and my youngest daughter's partner. So there is 8 of us, and I divided that for $200 per present, per Christmas and per birthday. So the birthdays are separate, but for Christmas we put in $31 each week. So we've got $62 in there, so $20, $31 will be going into here also. Okay, so the 11th, the 10th plus 31, so that's 93. 93, very good. So that's that one. Our birthdays, as I just explained, we do that all over again. That $1 come out of there, so 20, 30, $1. So on here we're going the 11th of the 10th plus 31 gives us $93. 20, 40, 50, 60. Oh, hang on, I'll do it this way because a lot of you aren't used to seeing our money, so you're not going to see. You know what it is, I guess. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, and the other dollar coin I dropped on the floor, if you remember, when I first sat down. I will grab that in a second. So I've already put that on there. I need to add it on. So our birthday's done, and entertainment, we get $50 to go into our entertainment, and we already have $100 in there. 51, 50, 100, and 50 is $150. $150, and we'll go plus 50, and it is the 11th of the 10th. So that is all of our cash envelopes filled. So as you know, we do not touch these. These sit and wait for next week. So I will just leave those there for the minute. Do you remember that we started doing the $5 challenge last week? So our $5 challenge, we have $10 in there so far. What we do is we go through our envelopes, but not these ones, so those ones will sit there. We go through these envelopes that we use on a weekly basis, and any $5 notes consisting of any change that goes into here will then get put into our $5 challenge. Now this goes for 1 year, and we're going to see how much money we can save within that year. So things like, say our hair, for example. Our hair is $25 a week. We don't take our $5 notes out of that because we know that we're already putting $5 in there. So we know that that's what's got to stay in there. So anything with a 5 does not get touched. So that is the hair. And the other one was eating out, which was $75. Eating out. So we don't take our 5s out of those ones. Anything else that has a $5 note in it is fair game. And I get to take it out and to actually pop it into my savings. Now, as you all know, have a look at this note. Our notes are a pinky colour and purpley colour for our $5 notes. So that's the colour we look for. Alright, so we can see in here there's no pinks at all. That's our pet food. So there's nothing in that one I can take. Our shoes and or clothes. I haven't purchased anything, so I've got no change in there at all. Our groceries. Yes, I did use this. Let's see if there's any oh, look. There's some 5s in this one. So we can, oh, look at all these ones. Haha. I get to take all of those ones. So what did I just take? 5, 10, 15, $20. So I took out $20. So the same date being the 11th of the 10th minus $20 in 5s. I'll just put a $5 up there, so and a circle, so I know that's going into my $5 bin. So that's what that is for. It's not actually for groceries. So we bring that down then to $402.23. So this can then all go back into this little envelope. And that is then what we have to do groceries with this week. Alrighty. Tobacco, we know there's no $5 notes in there because my husband gets that, and that goes straight onto his cigarettes. Melissa's money, I've got my $50 bills in there, but nothing else, so nothing out of that one. And Simon, his $50 note is in there waiting for him to come and get that one. So there's nothing in there either. So our eating out and our hair, as you knew, stays. So we can add our 5s to here. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that's not right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30. There we go. Let's do that again so you can see it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30 in our $5. All right, so here we will put again the 11th of the 10th plus $20, leaving us a total of $30. Now the next little thing that we do, that stays with that pile, is our jar. Now our jar is all of our change in coins. So what we do now is we go to our Filofax, we go to our zip, and as you can see, I have some change in here. We don't keep a count of this because it will just keep building up. It won't take long if we continue to get all these $2 coins and $1 coins in there to actually build up to be quite a little savings plot. So all of this, so just for argument's sake, we'll count it just so you know. So 2, 4, 6, 7, $8, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. $8.95 is what is going in coins today from this week. So that's pretty good. So that's just another way to save some extra money. The point is not to dip into it, guys. So that's a really big jar. So it's going to take me a little while to actually save that up, but that is okay. So then all I do is get my Filofax, open it up, and then pop in my cash envelopes for the week. I'll do that off camera. So they go back into there. Our sinking funds and our jar go into my safe. And so that is it for another week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to pop back and see us again. I shall talk to you soon.